my friends, your Florida history hunter, and we were out again. Had a couple good days of rain, and I just scratched this little spot with my little walking stick here, and already discovering shards of pottery. So I just saw another piece go by. I did. There's a small fragment right there. And all of this is on a, I think that's a piece, yeah. All of this is underneath a little bit of tar. It's just, it's almost like they just spray tar over it. And then behind it out there was a barn, a big barn. So this was just like the road ends right here, and it wraps around the side over there a little bit. Used to lead to a little outbuilding over there. So there's still some asphalt there. So I imagine up underneath all this asphalt is probably all kinds of artifacts. There's another shard right there. Nice size fragment. There's a small fragment right there. Eventually, all of this earth here, they'll push this bit of a hill down towards the main road, because there's a real low spot in a property between here and the main road. But also, the property tapers to a whole, the entire property has a slope to it heading west. So they're not going to be able to fill that, but I imagine they're going to come up with a very creative way to homogenize everything. Backfilling my hole there. And I just sort of wanted to do some surface hunting over here. raking all this stuff out. A couple spots. Hoping that the rain would bring some stuff up to the surface. And so let's see if that worked out all right. There's one piece right there. So it worked. One piece, for the amount of time I got into it, doesn't work, but there's another piece right there if I want to get technical. It's on the small side. It's just mostly outer. So, okay, two pieces. And that's only in a 2-foot square. So let's see what happens here. In case you're joining us, you're Florida History Hunter, and we're on day 3 or 4. Surface hunt for Native American Indian pottery shards, fragments, pieces, busted stuff that was dug up 100, 125 years ago, maybe even more. And that's what I'm saying. Now there's a good sized piece right there. So the fruits of the labor of yesterday's just raking with a hand rake down about 6 or 8 inches, and what was 2 days ago, and allowing it to rain and yielded that nice piece. And that was a pretty large vessel. You can see how thick it is. A nice piece. There's a small shard right there. Looks like another one right there. Yes, it is. So two more pieces. There's one. Nice piece. There's another one right there. Nice little piece. I set something else down, I'm not sure. And so I'll do this piece right here. I'll get it home and wash it. And I'll know after I get it cleaned up whether or not it's Indian pottery or a piece of red brick fragment. Whoo, sun's coming out. It's getting hot. It's gonna shorten my exploring today because the temperature just went up about 15 degrees instantly. Oh my goodness gracious. Woo! I was liking the overcast. Looks like another piece of pottery right there. Yes, it is. Another fragment right there. There's one that looks like it is, but it isn't. I don't think. Oh yeah, it is. It's just got red paint on it. Look at that. It's orange. It's still got its original paint job. I definitely don't expect to find any like gigantic pieces or anything intact, because this stuff's been dug, moved, thrown down on the ground, pushed around and from piles, built on top of, repaved paths, and there's another little fragment right there, itty bitty little piece. I imagine this rain trail right here, this the runoff from the rain, it's going to have a bunch of pieces in it too. Looking like there's one right there. That's looking like one right there. Yes, definitely. There's another one. Yep, definitely another one right there. Hot, 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 hot. Way, way hot today. Whew. Ah. Yeah, there's a piece right there, sitting right on top of this pile right there. Yeah, looks like another one. Yeah, there's two in a row, sitting on top of this little mound here. And I did pretty good visual on this mound twice now, but every time it rains, it drives new stuff up. There's a small piece right there. There's one right there. Yep, right there. There's a nice one right there. There's one right there, standing on end. I don't know if you can see the difference in the color from the outside to the inside. Inside's dark, it's got a dark color to it. So that was a good contrast, sticking out and all that white. In case you're just joining us, you're a Florida history hunter, and we're looking for Indian pottery fragments that were dug up from the middens 100 plus years ago and used for landfill. Now the structures that were on top of that have been removed, getting ready to do some new construction out with a one person's property and with 600 homes. Gotta love that map. Here's another pile here that I raked the other day, and so we're gonna see if it stirred anything up. And right there on top, it's a nice size piece, maybe 1 inch by 2 inches. There's a little fragment right there, I think. Nope, I got fooled. It's organic. I think I see one. Right there. Negative. Aha, there we go. There's a piece right there. Still got some orange paint on it. I don't know if it's so much orange paint or if it's just clay. Because that's the color of the clay here. It's got that same orange. Alright, I'm not seeing anything on top in this area, so we're gonna move on. I'm gonna go down the hill. I'm not happy with the chesty mount adjustment here. I'm just not feeling the angles right. But apologize, I'm stuck with it like this at the moment. Actually got my hand up underneath the chesty bracket. So we're going to go down here. We're going to look around a little bit. And I saw some more shell down this way. And that grabbed my attention. Because usually where there's shell, there's pottery fragments. I need to investigate all these little wooded areas here. Just to see if there's any evidence of fill. It's so freaking peaceful and quiet down here. And in DeLand, we don't have any real parks. And this would be one humdinger of a park. And yeah, there's no water in it. They drained off the pond, but that could be brought back up. And you got gravity here. They could always just put a feature in. You know, you have some kind of water feature here, but it's so peaceful and quiet. It does skirt up against the train station, but how cool is that? To have a park that you can access via the commuter train. You come up here and enjoy a beautiful afternoon in this. I mean, look at this, people. Isn't this nice? Or with the like 700 homes that's coming in here, along with the hundreds and hundreds, because this whole area going that direction north is all going to be just one development on top of another on top of another. Now this is the spot around here where I thought I started seeing some shell. So I'm going to start cutting back this way. See if I can look and see if it's going to tell me a story. You know, it's like there's a flat spot right up in here to the right. Like it doesn't seem like natural. Right up here all of a sudden there's yeah, look, here we go. As I'm saying, am I seeing shell? I'm seeing shell. And where does it go? This is just drifting down. So I have to start following it uphill. And it looks like might have been just to fill in a rut. I'm not seeing any increase of This is interesting. Got this little hammock right here. Oak trees, ferns. Not sure what it's leading to. Okay, so we just did a circle. I was hoping it was going to lead to an opening in a cabin site. This is just must have been a low spot here, and they brought in some fill from somewhere else on the property and dumped it. I mean, it's pretty soft. We have another flat area right here. What's that? That is plastic. Here's a spot where they had a shed. It's also where the see, shelf. And look at that. There's a piece of pottery right there. There's another piece right there. Small piece. Whew, mosquitoes are bad, and I sprayed. But it doesn't take long before the perspiration pushes all the mosquito spray off of me. Another piece right there. Yep. Another piece right there, right on top, just laying right there on the ground. Yeah, once my brain remembers that, I can pick it out. And somebody's been out here digging, because that hole wasn't here the other day. What's that? Part of an old Coke bottle. Hard to tell, there's not enough of it there to get a date on it. Yeah, let's see if somebody dug up some stuff for me. Actually, it looks like an animal has been digging that. No, that's a chunky hole. Yeah, it's skeetsy so bad. There's been a lot of rain the last couple days. And there used to be a clear path over here. The pond was dry, and now it's filled up with water, looking muddy. Court, modern text. Yeah, that's a mud hole. No need to walk in there now. It's really soft here, but this has been receding for years. I imagine there was a time when all of this was all swimmable. And think about, 100+ years of the rains coming from up there, carrying stuff down here. And then at some point, I mean, they built a building here. I bet you it was, maybe they had a dock out here. Because it's still high and then it drops off really fast. There's a bicycle right there. A little 10-speed. Looks like by that derailleur. What else we got around here? It's like some old school stadium chair, something of the sorts. Part of a clay pipe painted green. An old wagon. Look at those skinny rubber wheels. There's a nice piece of wrought iron right there. I don't know what that's about. Maybe from an old lamp, like an old floor lamp. And look at that, it's all been twisted. And it looks like it had copper on it. I mean, the base metal's rusting and the outside's oxidizing. There's the steering axle for that old wagon. Look, they're held on by these clips. Punch it on and it bites around the metal axle, kind of like the shark bite works today. It's back here. Put more of that Coke bottle. Oh, yeah, the lip of the Coke bottle. So it's hot. It's hot, hot, hot. In case you're just joining us, Florida History Hunter. We're out here exploring this old property. They just tore down the buildings on it, and it's there's a lot of shell going all the way up in the woods here. All that's been added as fill. So this property, which was a single resident, see, and at one time part of a really large orange grove. Single family out, somewhere around 700.